Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel in the first place. Today we have a Bakugou X listener. It's Oh the Moon by What a Big Loser on AO3. The link will be in the description. Go give them likes, kudos, and all of those things. And let's go ahead and get into it. The phases of the moon have made it a symbol of change, of time, a symbol of life and death. Unlike the sun, the moon doesn't present the same face from day to day. It shrinks, sometimes getting so small that one can only see a sliver of it, until it vanishes altogether. A few days later, it has come again in a new moon until the cycle repeats itself. In times like these, it's clear that the moon represents life and death, specifically death. Now as you look up at the sky, as your vision fades and blood pools around you, the moon is waning. It's shrinking, getting smaller. Your eyes are the crescent moon. A sliver is there. They're barely open, falling more shut as the seconds pass. A waning crescent moon means a surrender. It means to rest. You surrender, you rest. Your throat is dry. Your eyes feel as if they're glued shut. Even behind your eyelids, you can see blinding lights. The smell of antiseptic floods your nose, along with artificial fragrances and the scent of cheap soaps and cleaners. It doesn't take a lot of thinking for you to know you're in a hospital. You've gotten used to the bitter smell. You can hear the steady beep of the heart monitor to your left. You can feel where the needle is stuck in the vein at the top of your forearm. When your eyes finally open, fluorescent lights crowd your senses. You wince, turning your head to the window. The moon sits in the sky, a new moon signifying new beginnings. You suppose this is another beginning, a beginning with bandages tightly wrapped around your stomach. Soft snoring filters through the air, catching your dazed attention. You recognize his snores without even having to think. Bakugou. The boy sits in the uncomfortable and stiff hospital chair. His face is propped up on his hand. His arm carries both, where it's resting on the wooden arm of the chair. The chair is pushed up to the wall underneath the window, the moon casting a glow onto his hair and shoulders. The moon never fails to make something look ethereal, although Bakugou always looks ethereal, even as he drools onto his hand. You smile, a content, loving smile. It's nice seeing the blonde in his raw form. No yelling, no sparks flying from his palms as he insults other people. No anger, just him. Even if his anger is him, you know what he's truly like. You know how forced the anger is. You know what is suppressed under all that anger. The groan that slips from your mouth as you try to sit up stirs the boy awake. He blinks a couple of times at the floor before his head snaps up. He meets your gaze. Your breath stops. He's next to you in an instant, punching you in the shoulder as soon as he's close enough. Took you long enough to fucking wake up. You rub the spot where he hit you. Shut up, idiot. At least I'm alive. His face contorts into a face that you've tried so hard to get rid of. A hard glare and a snarl. He crosses his arms. You almost weren't. What? He raises an eyebrow, shoulders tensing even more. Do you even remember what happened? You dig through your memories, trying to put the bits and pieces back together. You remember a dark, high-pitched laugh, yellow eyes, and the moon. You shift your gaze from Bakugou to your hands. Whose laugh was it? His eyes widen for a split second, they narrow. He looks at the ground. Toga's. Your breath hitches. The bandages wrapped around your stomach begin to itch. What did she do to me? The blonde's eyes narrow even more as he stares at his shoes. 2 crescent moons. That's how you would describe his eyes as he looks down. He decides to be blunt. She stabbed you straight through the back, right under your ribcage. That's how the fight had ended. You laying in a pile of your own blood as the moon stared down at you. I thought you were dead. Your gaze snaps up to meet his. His eyes have softened. Now they look dejected, regretful even. The new moon pulls the emotions up to the surface, just like the tides. You were right in front of me, he continues, his bottom lip quivering. I saw your face when she stabbed you. I watched you fall. You wouldn't stop talking about the moon. You said that I was your moon. Your breath catches in your throat. You squeeze your eyes shut as you realized you had fucking confessed to him while you were dying of blood loss. At least you didn't say that you loved him, that actually the moon doesn't compare to him. You chuckle weakly. I guess I did. What does that mean? It comes out of his mouth as more of a statement than a question. I don't know, you lie. I was dying of blood loss. You think I knew what I was talking about? The only word that you could think of to describe the look on his face is disappointment. Maybe you can say it in a different way, even if he still wouldn't get it. You turn your attention to the moon. You smile. The moon tonight is beautiful, isn't it? A prominent Japanese writer recommended that instead of saying a simple I love you, it should be said in a much more poetic way. He used the phrase, the moon is beautiful, isn't it, instead. It's easier than saying those 3 words, those 3 godforsaken words. You rest your head against the pillow, keeping your eyes trained on the moon. Bakugou's shoulders had straightened when you said those words, his arms uncrossing. His mouth opens and closes as if he's contemplating what he wants to say. Eventually, he sighs, squeezing his eyes shut and balling up his fists. I can die happy. Your eyes immediately widen as the words finish coming out of his mouth. It's said to use the phrase, the moon is beautiful tonight, isn't it, when one under the moon with their love. The appropriate literary response to the statement is I can die happy. I can die happy. His eyes are still closed when you look at him. You reach out to grab his hand, ignoring the searing pain that shoots down your back. His eyes snap open when you wrap your fingers around his. Your eyes lock with his. You smile. You're more than the moon. It doesn't compare to you. It really doesn't. Alright, so that's the end of this one. I hope you enjoyed. The music link, fanfic link, Discord link, and thumbnail art link will all be in the description. I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, whatever, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye!